Alright, so let's start talking about shell scripting for now. So shell scripting is like scripting for any other scripting language, and it basically means automating some tasks and executing different kind of tasks under a whole same script. So basically you don't have to type command by command. The system is gonna execute a whole suite of commands. You can include some optional tests to do some controls before executing a given command. So I'll start talking about a very useful command that we do use in scripting, but it's also like a basic shell command that works even outside the script. So this command is called echo, and it writes argument to the standard output, which is your terminal basically. So the reason why we did not talk about it before, because it's much more used in shell scripting, and I mean, it's not very useful when you use it directly in the screen. But if you want to see, for example, the content of an environment variable, of course, it's going to be useful to display the value of that variables. But this command is mainly used, as I said, in shell scriptings to display some messages and to interact with the user via the terminal. So the syntax of echo is very simple. So it's echo options and arguments, and the command writes all the arguments to the standard output. It just prints the command line parameters again to the output, and if you redirect your results, the results of the echo command, all your arguments are going to be written in a given file that you are redirecting to. But it's basically like it could be a very simple way to create a file. Let's say I'm going to type echo test and redirect into a file called test.txt. It's gonna create the file called text.txt. Sorry. So here are some examples using the echo command, and I'll invite you to try them via your webminal or via the terminal installed in your computer later on. So basically, as we said, echo is going to print wherever argument comes after the echo and the different options. Here, for example, it's echo bioinformatics is blah blah blah. So the result should be this sentence appearing in your screen. I'm not going into the details of the different options, but I'm going to use today this option -e, which is very useful if you want to add some particular signs. Here, for example, the anti-slash is the anti/n means we want to jump to another line. But if you don't add this option -e, you can try it in your terminal. Echo won't be able to jump into a different line, but it's going simply to write this character. I also want you to try setting a variable and displaying the content of a variable. Here, for example, I'll invite you to create your very first variable. I'm giving it x as a name, but you can name it wherever you want. So basically, when you want to create a new variable, as we said in the beginning, you basically write the name you want to give to the variable, followed by the sign equal, and followed by the value you want to store into that variable. So here I want to store the string first variable into my x variable. And be careful here, spaces are not allowed between the different fields, the name of the variable and its value. So if you type echo x, it's going to print x. As we said, echo prints the what follows as an argument. So now if you want to print the value of the variable, you will have to use the dollar sign. So the dollar basically says read the content of the variable. Replace the dollar variable name by the content of the variable. So the result should be first variable, which is the value of x. So be very careful if you use a simple quotas. It gives you exactly the same thing, but if you use a double comma, it gives you the value, of course, followed by the dollar. It gives you the value of the variable. So let's jump to the terminal and do some tests. I'm in IBT 2016. Let's do echo bioinformatics is super, and then press enter, and here you can see we had in our screen the sentence we wrote displayed. You can also try to use the option -e if you want to jump to another line, but I'm going directly to create a new variable that I'm going to call capital X equal to first variable. And we're gonna try the different options. So if we're gonna type echo x, it's going to write x because we did not use the dollar sign here. If we're gonna type echo $x, it should give us the content of the variable, which is the string first variable. As I said before, if you use these signs, it's gonna print the exact thing you wrote. But if you use the double quotes, it's gonna give you the value of the variable x. All right, so let's go back to the course. So you can also ask the echo command to display the result of a given command, to substitute what you write by the result of the command. For that, you can use the backticks, and you can put your command between these backticks, or you can use the dollar sign and put your command between parentheses. So try, for instance, echo pwd or echo pwd using the dollar sign. I'm going to try this in my terminal. So remember, if you type pwd, is going to give you the path of your current working directory. So I'm trying to display the result of my echo command. So I'm using the backtick and saying pwd like this. So as you see here, it's given the result of the command pwd. If I type pwd directly, it's just going to display pwd. Oh, okay. Let's also try to display the content of environment variable. So remember, we saw the variable home, the variable path, and the variable pwd. So echo again could display the content if we precede the variable by dollar. Let's try home, for example. So this is my home directory, its users and my username. So can try also the pwd. So the pwd should give the same result as the command pwd. As I told you, this pwd variable always stores the content of your working directory. I'm going to move, for example, to the parent folder, which is my home directory, and I'll try to type the content of the pwd variable again. And as you see here, the content of the environment the environment variable pwd changed because I changed my current working directory. So I'll go back to my directory that I'm using. We saw also the path. Okay, let's display the content of the path. So it's echo path. And here you can see that it's given the different folders where the system is going to search for executable programs, and each, it's different names of different folders separated by a colon again. All right.